Bunnelle was a really remarkable person. She was what you might call a quiet philanthropist. She liked to do good works, and she really loved Georgetown County, but she liked to do it behind the scenes. So a lot of people did not know sometimes where funding was coming from, but she always strived, I think, to do good things for Georgetown County.
She set up her foundation just about 6 or 8 months before she died. And she had these 2 young attorneys that she really trusted, and she put her trust in them.
And I think the way that appealed to her the most was the fact that, well, if she created this foundation, then it would be able to carry on after her death and go on in perpetuity, so it would continue to benefit people in Georgetown County in a multitude of different ways.
Mrs. Bunnelle's gift has enabled us to strengthen the nonprofit community through training. We have quarterly sessions that we call Common Issues, Common Threads. We provide training in things like how to recruit volunteers, how to strengthen your board, how to raise money, how to plan for succession. Palmetto Giving Day is a great community get-together. Last year, we had over 80 organizations that raised $4.1 million in 36 hours. One of the nonprofits that started shortly after we started was Miss Ruby's Kids. The Bunnelle Foundation started funding Miss Ruby's Kids early on when the 2 sisters came to us and said, "We have this idea, what do you think?" They've celebrated their 20th anniversary as well. So they've touched so many lives. Our habitat has gotten more creative. They don't just do the standard habitat house anymore. They also are doing repair, which was so desperately needed here. Our Smith Medical Clinic sees more patients and in more locations. We know that there are a lot of people that don't have a healthcare home. Smith Medical Clinic is a free medical clinic that works to provide that. Healthy Learners works with elementary, middle, and high school kids. She takes the kids to the appointments. She does the follow-ups. She makes sure their prescriptions are filled. St. Christopher's Children is straightening kids' teeth. We have lots of after-school programs and early childhood programs. Little Smurfs in Andrews is the only A+ rated childcare center in Georgetown County. And they have been working with other early child care providers to help them all lift themselves up, because we need child care centers all over the county. You can't just have one. We're going to have a new state park coming online. And that has been a beautiful collaboration of several nonprofits that are all Bunnelle grantees. They've all worked together to help build this Black River State Park that's going to be a great asset for Georgetown County. One of the early gifts we made was to the Georgetown Y. We're surrounded by the ocean and 5 rivers, and too many people drown here every year in the summer. So when they were building the Y, we made a significant gift to build that indoor swimming pool. And so for almost 15 years, every second grader in public school in Georgetown County goes to the Georgetown Y to learn skills in the water. Outreach Farm feeds people, Baskerville Food Pantry feeds people, and they have no paid staff at all. And the numbers of thousands of meals that they serve is very impressive. The Carvers Bay Library, if you've ever been there, is located literally in the parking lot of Carvers Bay High School and Carvers Bay Middle School. Dwight McInvale, who is the Georgetown County head librarian, came up with a plan to make this the most youth-friendly, tech-friendly library in the system. And not only did the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation find out about him, but the White House found out about him. And Dwight and a team of people from Georgetown went to accept the first award for a library that South Carolina had ever gotten. from the First Lady. So that was a proud moment. It was a long time ago, but it was a proud moment. Mrs. Bunnelle apparently loved a stray dog. So she listed the St. Francis Animal Center as one of the 4 charities that she really wanted us to pay attention to. They have a spay-neuter clinic, which we helped them get started, and they are now transporting animals to communities that have a need for them. Hugs for Horses, years ago, I went out there on a site visit, and there was a young man in a wheelchair, and people couldn't lift him out of his wheelchair and onto the back of a horse. So they gave us a request for one of those lifts, and we were happy to provide that. They had it for so many years, and we've just recently replaced it. We became acquainted with Georgetown County Board of Disabilities and Special Needs. And that playground that was built out there at East Bay Park is a special playground where disabled kids and their siblings who weren't disabled could have a good time. And Pam Martin has built this fabulous spring and summer internship program where her students do classwork with her, and then they do internships with Georgetown County-owned businesses. So that's part of our thrust, is to try to create opportunity, because we had a brain drain going on here, and kids that grew up here were moving away because they couldn't find life-sustaining jobs. We have a technical scholars program with Horry Georgetown Tech. So the other thing that we're working on with that is Pathways to Possibilities, which is our career expo. We have kids from 10 counties. There's 19 different career pathways, and it's been very successful through the years. At least 6,000 kids go through every year over 2 days. We got the idea of the internship program from the Harvest Foundation. And we also got the idea of having a youth board. And their youth board was comprised of juniors and seniors in high school. And so we decided that that would be a great thing to do here. Because of our geography and the schools are spread all over the county, this was a way to bring the kids from all 4 high schools together. We give them a budget, they get to make grants, and they run themselves. A lot of our youth board kids have graduated from college now, and we try to keep up with them. And it's been a wonderful thing to watch the youth board grow. We like the ability to be flexible with Mrs. Bunnelle's gift, and I think that's what she wanted. She knew that things would change, and she wanted the board to be able to change with the times. In the next 25 years, people will continue to move here, and I think with the right kind of growth, Georgetown County can be one of the best places to live. Thoughtful planning, not just we don't want any more people here. They're going to come. Let's figure out how to live with them instead of against them. Let's figure out how we can enhance everyone's quality of life, not just the people that got here first.